Good luck.
How'd it work, huh?
Today's report. How you making out? 2 tickets. That's my whole day's work. I never saw so many well-behaved citizens.
Don't try to force it, kid. You'll get your chance.
Let's have that wallet.
What wallet?
Come on, give.
Look, all I'm doing is minding my own business, and you come along and give me
Knock
nothing.
it off, up against the wall. Go on.
You ain't gonna find nothing. Told you I ain't got no wallet.
Is this what you're looking for, officer?
Yeah, where'd you find it, son?
The guy tried to ditch it while you was chasing him.
Okay, fella. Looks like we got a little date downtown.
Well, oh, I'm so glad you caught him, officer.
This your wallet?
Yes, officer.
What's your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Mabel Wilson. You'll find it in the card right inside.
What's your address, Miss Wilson?
964 Archer Place. May I have my wallet now, please? Thank you, officer.
I wanted to look over my report before Captain Gunderson sees it. This is the first big fish I've caught. Want to make sure everything's right.
The kid who saw him ditch the wallet, you should have included his name.
Yes, I know. I didn't get it.
This boy's your key witness, Dan. You know you've got to get the names of everybody.
Guess there's no excuse. I goofed it. Everything happened so fast. Before I knew it, the kid was away with his bike, and then
Too bad. Captain Gunderson doesn't miss a point. He's sure to call you on this.
But look, Lieutenant, I've only got 2 hands. I had to make sure the suspect didn't get away. And then there was this lady asking for a wallet,
Look,
and she
Dan, I'm talking to you as a friend. There's no sense kidding you. Gunderson's gonna hop all over you.
But the guy is guilty. I know he snatched it.
It's up to a jury to decide whether he's guilty or not. You're just the arresting officer making a report.
This report can wash me up, can it?
Well, you got a couple of months.
Thought you said you wouldn't kid me.
You know, it's too bad you didn't find the wallet on the guy.
Is something worrying you, dear?
No. No, why?
You look as if you had the whole weight of the world on your shoulders.
Just tired, I guess.
And this was the night you were going to help me reline that kitchen cabinet.
Some other time,
Welcher. That's probably Lieutenant Walsh, and I'll bet you're not too tired for a gin game.
Hi, Doris. Thought I'd just drop over and give Dan a chance to get some of his money back.
Good. Maybe you can pull him out of the doldrums.
Still thinking about that report, kid? Worry won't help.
What report, Dan?
Oh, it was just a pinch I made yesterday. I guess I forgot to tell you about it.
Now, don't tell me you actually made a real arrest and kept it a secret.
It's just a petty theft. Nothing world-shattering.
But, Dan, I should think you'd be terribly excited. It'll help your record, and isn't that what you wanted? Who can that be?
I'd like to speak to Officer Conway.
Oh, I'm Officer Conway.
I'm Bart Matthews, Public Defender's Office.
This is Mrs. Conway.
Hello.
Mrs. Conway?
And, Lieutenant Walsh.
Lieutenant, I've seen you around headquarters.
Oh, if this is police business of some sort, I think I should leave you men alone.
I'll only be a few minutes, Mrs. Conway. It's about this fellow Brown, man you arrested yesterday. Our office is defending him, and we'd be remiss in our duties if we didn't run down every lead.
Certainly, sir. Well, won't you sit down?
Thanks. You know, I have to check with you, Conway. It's part of my job. It seems that there's some question about your report.
You mean there's something in my report that wasn't clear?
Just a point I'd like to clean up. Now, you say you found the wallet on Brown when you frisked him. Brown says that isn't so. You got the wallet from a boy who passed by on a bicycle. Was there a boy, or did Brown make this story up out of whole cloth?
It's all in my report, Mr. Matthews, just as it happened. There wasn't any kid.
And that's the way you'll testify at the hearing?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying.
That's right, you can't blame a guy for trying. That not only applies to petty thieves, right, Dan?
Well, I'm sorry I had to bother you, Conway. Guess the best advice I could give to Brown is that he enter a plea of guilty and pray he gets a lenient judge. You know, it's funny, the sort of lies a guy will latch onto to save his skin.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's that. Thanks for your time, Conway. Good night.
Right. I know what you're thinking, Lieutenant. Why don't you say it? Think I'm a heel. That I don't deserve this badge. But I had a responsibility. Here was a guy that had stolen a wallet. And he might get off scot-free because of a little mistake of mine.
It wasn't because you weren't thinking of yourself?
Well, maybe that had something to do with it. But you told me yourself I was on a spot. What else was I gonna do? Have Gunnarsson lay it on? Maybe can me? Do you want me to throw away a whole future all because of a little technicality?
I wouldn't want your future now, son. Not while you've got to live with that little technicality and your conscience.
Where's everybody?
Oh, I told Walsh I didn't feel like a game tonight. He left with Matthews.
What did Mr. Matthews want?
Nothing important. Just about that arrest I made yesterday. His office is defending the fella. They always question the arresting officer. Just routine stuff.
You look beat, Dan.
I just got a little headache, that's all.
Sure?
Yeah, sure.
Then why not turn in? Make it an early night. What is it, dear? What's wrong?
I'm not sure you'll understand, Doris.
Haven't I always?
Do you think you'd understand if I told you that I'm a fraud? That I don't deserve a badge?
I don't believe it, Dan. You don't know what you're saying.
Look, Doris, I've always given it to you straight, but this is going to be hard to take. When I made that arrest yesterday, I falsified a report. I falsified it deliberately.
But why, dear?
What's the difference why I did it? I was so hot on becoming a cop, I threw away the book of rules and made my own. Maybe I tried to kid myself. It didn't matter because the guy was guilty anyway. But the real reason was I was scared stiff of Gunnarsson. Anyway, it's done.
Oh, Dan, I wish I could tell you what to do.
I know what to do, honey. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to see the public defender. I'm going to change my story.